YouTube, how's it going? Elite Legionario here, and I'm bringing you a 2 versus 2 for Rome Total War. I'm in command of Germania, and my ally, which is one of my subscribers, Megaman again, is in command of Carthage. Both of us agreed to somewhat handicap our armies. Well, at least he really did. He wanted to go a reasonably historically accurate army, so he's got Armenian infantry and Spanish mercenaries, long shields, you know, to represent the Iberian type thing, and some of these sacred band to represent the elites. So all in all, his army's pretty sort of chopped down, no sacred band or anything. He has he's about 5 units of Armenian infantry, 5 units of Spanish mercenaries, 3 Libyan spearmen, the long shield, town militia, a few slingers, and sacred band. Most of which are sort of anywhere in between sort of silver and some gold for some of them. I decided to make it challenging myself by using a barbarian faction up against what I knew to be two pike factions, and I don't care what anyone says, using barbarians against phalanx factions is hard. So that's, you know, I just don't. If you don't say it is, then I disagree. I think it is hard. You're obviously very, very good or something otherwise, but it's really quite a challenge. So I've gone with Germania, but I've focused my power into my cavalry. I've got 5 units of gold Gothic cavalry. I have 4 units of gold attack and 1 experienced axeman, chosen axeman, and 2 units of gold knight raiders and 2 units of gold attack chosen archer warband. I initially see my opponent, who is fielding a very heavily upgraded pike force of Armenia. Heavy spearmen are not very good, but these got a lot of upgrades, and I'm using axemen against pikes, so it's pretty bleak for me. He's also fielding some 3 units of gold cataphracts, 2 units of silver gold Arab cavalry, and this unit of hellmen with 1 upgrade, and 6 units of archers with, I think, gold attack. And his name is Matches. Now the Macedonian player Spider has 6 units of royal pikes, 4 companion cav, and 2 archers. I can't tell you that upgrades right now because my action started, but he sort of tries a bit of a charge type thing with his horse archers, but he gets my my Gothic cavalry there to intercept, but they're still getting shot up by them. But at the same time they were getting shot by my archer warband, so it wasn't too bad. I see him come forward with his archers, so I want to see if I can get a nice enough blow on them, knock them out, because he's got so many of them, as opposed to me. He's only, in essence, he's got 8 missile units if you include his horse archers. I've only got 2, so I'm not going to be able to do that great there. But I decided to come in, do whatever I can, but I eventually withdraw. For some reason they slowed down there, which I wasn't happy about, and that enables them to get caught here, and they both rout instantly, but thank God they come back later because I'll need them. Here I see his cataphracts coming out, and I automatically want to swamp them with cavalry and heavy infantry. But he withdraws. He's going to bring up his pikemen. I don't want my guys getting caught that way. I've brought some other my axemen and units out here. I want to overwhelm one side of his heavy spearmen. That's what I want to do there, because I at least got speed on my side. So I'm going to do that. Charge in there. Catch them off guard. They're in loose formation still, so that'll help. Fortunately, these guys come back and I immediately spot it, which is good. My archer's not going to do so great, but here I'm going to send some of my axemen in to take on some of these cataphracts, or at least I thought I was going to. Here I see an opportunity to wipe these guys out, but they rout before I do anyway. He sends his cataphracts in on my axemen, but that's good because now I can send in my cavalry to surround them, because I know my axemen are going to lose, but they're holding, which is good because he's got such high attack. And once he loses his cataphracts, he'll be much easier to kill. So I'm just looking for opportunities to surround him here. I have to destroy his cataphracts, and fortunately I do destroy most of his cataphracts, which is brilliant. Gothic cavalry are good cavalry, best the barbarians have got access to, but there's still no match for cataphracts, but that's why I use heavy cavalry and support. Now Megaman comes in with some of these long shields to offer some support, which is useful. It just provides enough distraction.
The enemy warlord is dead, slain by your brave warriors.
So there's the Armenian general dead. I wasn't actually thinking I'd be able to beat Armenia because of the kind of army he brought, but I managed to, and basically that's because I was able to apply lots of men onto his cataphracts, and his men got caught in loose formation and things like that. So all in all, the Armenian player, he fought well, but I've managed to overcome him by a combination of powerful shock infantry and cavalry against those superior cavalry of his. So in my opinion, if you ever facing a pike faction with a barbarian one, my opinion is get rid of the opponent's cavalry fast. Use a combination of your fast moving heavy infantry and your own cavalry to do so. It's how I like to do, because what will happen is they'll often jumble themselves up with their infantry and you can beat them that way. As you can see, I'm just mopping up whatever's left, but some of his stuff will come back and be a bit of a nuisance later, but I can't really do much about it, because I've got to make sure my allies supported, because he supported me, so now I must support him, because these royal pikes and companion cavalry are likely to beat him. The Sacred Band will be able to hold down these companions, but there is more companions, but these royal pikes will devastate these Poenis, so I'm getting behind them and I'm trying to mop up whatever archer units I can. And I have noticed something that Megaman's done here, and I wouldn't have done if I were him. He put his Poeni in a very long line. They're inferior pikes, so he either should have done what I like to do usually and sort of mass them on one point, or put them in really thick, deep formations so that they hold out longer. Also, he should have put his Spanish mercenaries in front. That way they could have thrown their peeler and further weakened those pikes.
Your warlord has gone to his ancestors. His warriors still need his guiding hand, the fool.
So I finish off these companion cavalry now, so I'm going to mass all my cav onto it. And I have my infantry in for support, but I no longer need them. So I'm sending them into the backs of these royal pikemen. But as you can see, these Poeni are getting very quickly chopped and doing very little damage. If they'd been in deeper type, more blocky formation, they would have done better. But it doesn't really matter, because with me being able to support him, we have the advantage.
Enemy warlord lies dead. Now he can drink with his ancestors and watch his warriors flee.
So I bring in all my heavy infantry onto the backs of these royal pikemen, which are still actually winning, which is really quite impressive, but they're starting to get beaten now. But yeah, so my advice is, if if you have an army like this, with inferior pikes, and you don't want to do what I mass on one side, put them in short, deep blocky formations. They'll last longer against superior pikes. And with these Spanish mercenaries, you can put them in the front and have them throw the peeler and do as much damage as they possibly could. That'd also help. So anyway, over here I see that the Macedonian pikes give way, and now he brings more in to take on my men, but I managed to get my cavalry in, and we got a surrounding on them, and should deal with them. Looks like they're out of formation as well, so we should be mopping them up fairly swiftly. And now I'm looking for hammer and anvil strikes. He's just chasing off archers with his cavalry, which is good, because those archers could have been of significant use, in my opinion, if used correctly. So here I come in for some hammer and anvil strikes. I'm pretty depleted in numbers, but they break, and he admits defeat. Both of them do.
Victory is the reward of the brave. Your warriors have paid for a victory in their blood.
So me and Megaman were pretty pleased with this battle, because we both had, in my opinion, inferior armies to our opponents. Particularly him, though. He had a big army, but it was aimed at historical accuracy to a certain extent, and was much weaker as a result. So anyway, I had 917 men, I got 1,231 kills, and I had 300 men remaining. Megaman had 1,505 men, he got 645 kills and 877 men remaining. Spider had 1,263 men, he got 790 kills and he had 414 remaining. Matt just had the same amount of men, he got 661 kills and he had 189 men remaining. So here's my statistics. As you can see, my Gothic Cavalry did a fantastic job. Except for that unit there that got a bit caught out at the start, but that's alright. The Knight Raiders, even they did pretty good. Chosen Axemen, they did good. My Chosen Archer Warband, I usually do really well with them, but in this case I had to kind of let them be. They had to soak up damage from the archers, which is fine. So all in all, everyone performed good. So it's a good game to you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.